Alright guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to get the Furious First Responder and the Splish Splash achievement. So this will only be the firefighting portion of the Furious First Responder. So I will have a video already on the paramedic or ambulance and then the vigilante or police side of things. So you guys can check those out if you want tips for those two. But the Splish Splash one is putting out 15 fires in a row. And I will show you guys the location of all three fire trucks on the different islands. And then I will let the recording go of, 1 through 15 fires basically all put out in a row so you guys can see that. So here is the location on Portland Island, the first island. It's in the north central part. Here is the second island location, basically just to the east of your garage, or safe house. And then here it is on the third island. It's at the airport, just behind when you go to the left, as soon as you come through here. So the Furious First Responder one is basically you just have to get 20 fires on each island put out, and that will be pretty easy because they don't have to be consecutive. So you could put out one fire, cancel it, put out another one, cancel it, put out 3, whatever's convenient for you basically. If they're really far away, you can just cancel it, or if they're in a gang territory, or maybe you got the cops after you, you can cancel it, go lose the cops. So the rewards for this are $250 for the first level. You'd get $500 for the second, so basically it's $250 that you got in the first one plus $250 for the second one. And so it's adding $250 each time, so yeah, basically $250, $500, $750, and it'll just keep going up and up and up. And at the very end, if you do get 20 from each island, you will get a flamethrower that becomes available at your safe houses, which is pretty fun to mess around with, although you need to be careful because it could set you on fire. But as far as some tips, I would recommend doing this as early as you can, either on each island, or if you just skip ahead through, there's a little, I don't even know if you want to call it a glitch, but basically you can get out of your car, I do have a video on this, and you can fall into the water and survive, and walk across from the first island to the second or to the third, and then you'll just fall off the edge. It's basically you're walking on the underground tunnel, but you don't die. And you can fall off, and you'll spawn back on those other islands, and you can do all the missions there before anybody really hates you, which will make it easier. I actually got the Splish Splash achievement unknowingly, because I was trying it on basically my main save through the game, and what I did was, I had already beat the game, or close, I think I'd already beat it, if not close to it, and I got to the third island, and I've actually had this happen a few times, but there's a couple of spots where basically you put out a fire, and the other one spawns right behind you, and then you put out that fire, and you spin around, and the other one, it keeps spawning back and forth behind you, and I've had that happen multiple times in this one spot. I'll explain the spot just in case anybody wants to try it if they've already, beat the game and then the gangs are mad at them. But the spot is basically from your garage on the third island. If you go out and you take a left, it goes down that road all the way to the bottom. That's where the payphone is. And then one of the fires will be off to your right, one of the fires will be off to your left. So if you can put out a few fires or maybe restart a few times till you get that one. And basically what you're going to do is, instead of turning around your truck to start going back to the other one, because it takes a couple of seconds to spawn in a new spot to put out a fire, what you're going to do is keep looking forward but reversing backwards, and then it spawns that spot directly behind you, and you drive down the road 2 blocks, put that one out, drive down the road 2 blocks again, put the other one out. I should have recorded some footage of that to show you guys, but this was just my run here of 15 in a row, so that is why this one's on here. But yeah, I would say as some other tips, it would be helpful to know either the bribe locations or to have the bribes at your safe house. And in order to get those, you would basically have to do the vigilante or police side of things every 10 on each island. So the first 10, or I guess the first 20. So the first 10 gets you 1 star, the second 10 gets you a 2nd star that you can drop. And then when you get to the second island and you do 10, that'll give you your 3rd, and 20 would give you your 4th. Same with the 3rd island with your 5th and 6th. So if you do happen to rack up a bunch of police chasing you, this would be a easy way to lose them. You can just drive to your safe house if you have a little extra time, or if you know the locations. So that will help you out to take a little bit less damage. And I would say the main thing is if you don't have the gangs mad at you, because if they're mad at you, you're going to take a lot more damage and probably blow up your vehicle quite a few times, and it's really going to make the 15 in a row quite tough. If you did already beat the game, or are close to it and have all the gangs mad, I would say the third island trick that I kind of just taught you would be the easiest way to do it, because that's what I did, and it actually was super easy. But it's probably going to be even better or easier if you did this right at the start of the game. I would say get the 15 in a row at least, because if you don't, it's just going to be harder. But if you've already made the mistake, then there's no going back. But the 20 for the Furious First Responder on each island, that's just fine. You can cancel that and do that at any time. As for some other tips, you might know this, you might not, but you cannot get out of your truck. So if you get out of the fire truck for any reason, it's an automatic failure, which is a bummer. If you're, putting out a fire and then all of a sudden a policeman pulls you out because you're wanted, because you sat for too long or something, that's a fail. If you get into gang territory, they're mad at you, you're putting out a fire, and maybe they're the ones, the triads or something using the bats. They'll come up and throw you out of your truck, and so yeah, you got to be careful with where you are, where you're stopping if you do have people mad at you. You also cannot fix your truck at a pan spray or by throwing it in your garage quick, because the garage is a little bit too small on this island. You might be able to do that on the third island, now that I think about it. If you didn't have any other cars, you could pull it in there at an angle and probably park it. Not sure if it works, hasn't tried it, but may be able to do that on the third island. But I haven't really found blowing up to be an issue unless you have the gangs mad at you, which then it becomes a real issue. It happens real fast. So but yeah, I guess maybe be careful about hitting stuff, hitting cars, hitting people would probably help. But I wasn't overly overly careful in my video. So if you do it at the start of the game, probably don't really got much to worry about. You can pretty much hit everything, well, hit a lot of stuff and not really worry about it. It was never really on my mind, so yeah. But I think that's going to be it. I actually left this going all the way until I hit 20 just because I wanted to get all 20 of them from the island, I guess. So it actually is a little bit longer, but if you just came here for the 15, you can do that. Again, for the Furious First Responder, that's 20 on each island, so you can just quit out and do those. But yeah, hopefully that was helpful. And if you guys need help with some other videos, I should have those on my channel. If not yet, coming soon. I guess one last thing which I just noticed from the video was be careful when you turn on the siren, because sometimes it gets people to go in your way. It can be useful, I would say, tactically. If there's like a guy pulling out, all of a sudden you turn on the sirens quick to get him to stop or something, but it can cause drivers that are normally in one lane and the other lane is clear to then pull over into your lane, and it's like, okay, I just made it worse than it needed to be. But I wanted to see here if the percentage would actually go up, which it did not. So that was why I was checking. But yeah, hopefully you guys found the video useful. And again, if you need any other help with the game, hopefully I have videos on it already up or coming up soon that will be able to help you out. So thank you for watching, and see you soon. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to watch another video, there's a random video on screen and another playlist. Please be sure to share the video, like it, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those bell notifications so you're notified when I upload. And until next time, peace.